Hey, welcome back guys. This is the basement bathroom project. As you can see, I have this already framed out. I'm going to start off by covering the plumbing that I did. This is the drain points, the drain pipes into the macerating tank, and then it pumps it up and out because the septic is above ground level in the basement. And just pointing out the shower and the vent in the picture here. This is a picture of how it pumps up and out into the septic that goes out. Now right there in front of me in the floor is the toilet receiver that I had to put in because there was no rough ends for anything. And the water feed line that goes to the toilet. Here I'm just going to show some water lines that run behind the wall to all the fixtures in the bathroom. And the drain system that's behind there. And when I put it in the wall, I followed the 1/4 inch per foot drop in the drain pipe in both the toilet and sink and shower drain pipes. Here I point out the vent that I added for the macerating tank and the check valve that it needs. Due to the fact that when it pumps it up and out to the septic main out pipe, it's a long run to go up there. You don't want it flowing back into the macerator tank. I rented a jackhammer to cut into the floor to add this system. Make sure you pack the soil and gravel back in around so you don't have any settlement issues when you get the system put in. In this next clip, you'll have a better view of this installed below floor tank. Also, you'll see that I install a wall in front of all of this so you don't see it. Okay, first I'm going to point out the discharge hose that goes to the pump in the tank. And the 4-inch hose behind it is for the toilet. And it has the 1.5-inch drain pipe attached to it for the sink and shower. This is the Quikrete that I use to clean up the edges when I cut through the floor. Keep in mind this sets up really fast, so only mix up little bits at a time to work with it. And then I smooth it around the edges that you can see there. Then I'll show you that I also use the same stuff to level off the floor that covers the pipe that goes over to the toilet drain. And I used a longer 2x4 to smooth it off and work it across. I show you with a short one. Working the Quikrete over towards the tank. So keep in mind that if you ever have to service anything inside this tank, you need to be able to get that lid off. So how I did that is I put clamp systems around the pipes going to the lid. You can see the one on the 4-inch pipe. Also the discharge pipe has a check valve that you can get out of the way. So make sure you can get all the plumbing out of the way so you can get the lid off. Here you can see the wall that I added to cover the plumbing on the other side, and the finished drywall, and adding the floor, and then installing the sink and toilet. Here I'm installing the shower doors. The user manual comes with detailed instructions on how to do every step of this shower kit. But what I'd like to cover is that there's a trap underneath the shower, so I raised the shower pan up. And how I did that was I used pressure treated 2x4s and made a plat for the shower pan to sit on, well supported, to give me room for the drain to come down into a trap and then out to the outer wall. Also, it worked out perfect because it was high enough to install my 5-inch trim wood around it. The next thing I'm going to show you is how I did the walls for the shower. The best thing that I found that worked out great was wall mirror silicone adhesive. It worked out really great because it bonds to smooth surfaces and it's high strength. Also, it allowed me to smooth the walls out. If you use liquid nails, it's going to be tough to get the walls smooth because any little ripple will show up. And I used a clean paint roller and worked my way up from the bottom to the top to help smooth it out. Now I'm going to back up just a little bit and cover what I did on the electrical before I enclosed everything with drywall. I brought the main line in to the GFI, piggybacked that over to the switches, one for the lights and one for the air vent, and then out. The fixtures in the ceiling that you can see in this picture here. I also added an outlet on the other side of the room. That's all protected by the GFI. I'm just going to pull up some more pictures showing you the rough ends before I installed the sink and toilet and where the drains and water feeds come in. And then also a quick photo of plumbing looks underneath the sink. After I let the walls cure for 24 hours, as it said on the silicone tubes, I went back through and siliconed all the seams inside and out. And make sure that you don't forget that extra piece in the back corner with the little shelves in it. The next thing that you'll see in the video is me installing this shower faucet kit that you'll see in this picture here. I installed the shower head kit on this wall here due to the fact that I have easy access on front and back side of that wall at this point. The shower kit comes with a small drill bit. Once you get your glass doors and walls lined up, then you got to drill and screw them in place. Here I'm installing the shower handles. Make sure that you get them level, and so when I'm putting them in, I put them up a little bit higher than normal from the back side here because there's a step up in the shower. I drill in from the back side just enough for the tip of the paddle bit to poke through the shower. Then I go onto the shower side and drill the rest of the way. And just showing how my hot and cold is going to come off the wall there and go up to the shower head. And as another little note, when you're doing the plumbing, make sure you cut and dry fit all your pieces before you start gluing, so that way you don't have to back up and cut anything out and waste fittings. Well, that's pretty much the process that it took to install this basement bathroom. If you're going to do a project like this, hopefully this video gave you a couple ideas. And at the end of this video, there's going to be a short clip showing the finished product. So check out the channel. There's other videos of other projects that we do around the house. And thanks for watching.